Here we go. Welcome everyone to the first game of the first set of the day. I hope you're all excited. I certainly am. We are looking at Secretito on the right on the minimap here versus Severo Trauma on the left. Let's introduce the players first, shall we? We got Ramanujan playing as the Mayans here on the flank, the red flank. Then in the yellow we have Chris here, who is actually part of Incas, I guess, but he joined this team, playing as the Burgundians. Okay, good pick. Persians for K Cypher here, playing in the purple, and then in the orange we have Anders 901 playing as the Koreans. Wait. Hang on a minute. Hang on a sec. Koreans? But they didn't pick Koreans. Wait, what? I am very confused right now. Okay, so they did not pick Koreans. So I'm not sure why Orange went for Koreans then. Yeah, but then actually here, Gray, Moro Garcia going for Byzantines. I'm pretty sure that the other side did not. Byzantines weren't picked either. So both teams here going for a Civ that was not in their draft. That's kind of odd. Okay, we'll just go with it, I guess. Byzantines for Moro Garcia, 18 here. That's fine. In teal here we have the Ocho, or number 8, playing as the Teutons. That was of course a Civ they did pick. Jorge Clooney playing as the Berbers. I like that a lot. That's a really good pick. And no, come on. What? I hope so that they paused and know what's going, because look, Guido R is playing as the Britons. Both sides banned Britons. Neither side, yeah, like they both banned it, so no one could pick Britain. So this is definitely this is some stuff going on here, man. I guess both teams kind of being a little loose with the rules then. Well, I mean, the fact is both teams did it here. Well, I guess you could call this karma then. That sucks. I'm sorry, Blue. That sucks. Boar luring is a pain sometimes. We are of course watching a category C matchup here, so I don't know what the levels of the players are on the team. Unfortunately, when you go to the menu now, you can't like hover over the name and see what their elo is. That doesn't work for recordings. But yeah, if someone is interested, you can always look check. And the boar lure does succeed now, but yeah, Blue down a villager. That is going to be rough then. Guess it's time for Drush into archers then. Yeah, but in any case, let's have a look at the gold spots for the flank here, because that's what I'm interested in too. Got a forward gold and a forward berries for orange here. That's okay. This gold is fine. I mean, he's already walling around it, so he's gonna secure that gold. You know, for the continuous archer production. Ooh, walling to the gold though. This is a thing players do because they want to save on resources, because okay, so I don't know. When I said I didn't know what the level was, I'm getting some clues now, you know. And I don't mean to be harsh, of course, but you know, ringing the town bell is normally people at a higher level would suggest not doing that, because you idle parts of your economy that should not be idled. You know, like if the pressure is coming on from this side, you don't have to idle the left side, right? You don't have to idle your wood line, which is why people don't ring the town bell. So that's why. But as I was saying, walling to your gold is, yeah, it's nice. It saves some wood, right? But as soon as archers come, they can just sit right there, and then you can't take gold. So it doesn't actually do much, right? And yeah, but has a back gold, so let's hope that works out for him. It's way worse for Blue. I mean, look at this. Blue has the gold forward, that gold forward, this gold forward. So Blue cannot be sit back here and just let pressure come his way. I think Blue has to go a bit aggressive here, which is already difficult because you just lost a villager to a boar, which does set you behind for sure. Now on the other side, Gray has a forward gold here. That's fine. Just found his piggies over there. Where's his main gold? His main gold is over here. Ooh! Almost losing a villager there to a boar there. That boar lure is also unfortunate that it went around the tree, like the boar path that way. That sucks. Main goal in the back, but it's quite open over here. There's still a hill right there, so it's still going to be difficult to secure that. He might even go for this gold. Considering how he's walling right now, he might even go for that one. Another gold over here, but that's too far away. I don't think that's going to come into play anytime soon. And the last for red, a forward gold. Is not his main goal though. His main goal is to the back. He's already taking that. As he's clicked up to the few lanes, and it looks like it will be men-at-arms for red over there. Mayan men-at-arms, pretty strong, I'd say. As you can see, he's already queuing them. Blue's rushing. Okay, I kind of like that actually, because he's behind. He's going to be up later, so a drush actually makes a lot of sense here, just to buy yourself a bit of time. Buy yourself some time to maybe wall. Because you'll have to wall to get this walled in, I can tell you that. And green will have to be more active, I'd say, in order to counteract the fact that your flank is going to be a bit delayed. Although, actually, orange is clicked up later than blue did. So, I guess it will be okay. But the drush is incoming. It's only 2 militia, though, but that could still... Really? Okay, so... And they're saying, hi man, I think you're broadcasting the wrong match. This one's Severo Trauma versus La Tropa. So it is versus La Tropa, because then I think your team uploaded, or whoever uploaded it, uploaded the wrong matches to the Google Drive, because this is what I got from the match that said Severo Trauma versus Team Secretito, right? So... I was already confused because the game file does indeed say La Tropa, but I thought, oh, that might be a mistake, maybe, you know, somehow. That would explain the wrong civs indeed. So now that means for one, I can't cast Secretito versus Severo Trauma then, because I do not have the game files. Well, I guess then, unfortunately, we'll have to we'll just change the name, I guess, so it's not... We'll just adapt, that's fine. So I'm sorry for Team Secretito that this match did not is not them. We'll just make it La Tropa. I mean, I can't help it, of course. It's up to the team captains to upload the right files to the Google Drive, which is where we get our civilizations, and if that doesn't happen, then there's not much I can do. So, well, luckily for you, Anders, it's still your team, so you can still see yourself be casted then, so we're all good there. Let me update my stream title so that people will know. I bet that this is a match that you played a while ago then, so that's okay. I honestly don't really have a problem with casting older games, you know. We're all doing it for fun anyways. Thanks for letting me know, because I don't want to look like a fool here sitting casting the wrong game. I'd say we just continue with this one, because we already started. I have the game files for them. I haven't casted your teams a lot anyways, so we're all good here. So let's go. Sorry for the delay there. Drush is coming in. I hope you're aware of that, Anders. Oh boy. It's only 2 militia though, so I mean these are not going to, or they shouldn't kill a lot of villagers though. The drush is only meant to delay. That's what it's supposed to do. So if they get into the wood line, forcing some quick walls could be pretty good. At the same time, red drushing, sending men at arms to gray. These are going to be men at arms in just a second here. Ooh, yeah, see exactly. This is delay, like making villagers walk and to fight them, because you can't fight this up with villagers. But that's exactly what they're supposed to do. And the reason you have to fight it with villagers is because, well, those militia are gonna harass you until you get rid of them. But oh boy, Gray is now aware of the fact that there's men at arms in his base. I'm not sure if he's thinking about... Ooh, I think he wanted to go to the wood line over there, but that's not going to happen. No. Happening with the militia. Okay, purple coming here to help using his scout. I like that, the teamwork here, just to fight those men at arms now too. Ooh, that makes it more dangerous. That makes it way more dangerous. Now you have to run away with fills, because fighting men at arms with villagers is you're definitely gonna take losses there, and that's just not handy. Now we'll just have to kind of think about what the teams are planned here. So normally what you see on the flanks is archers. You already see an archery range here from red. You know, he's buying himself some time, and he is buying himself a lot of time because gray is still focused on walling up here. Doesn't have an archery range up, so he's not making archers right now, which I think he really should. He shouldn't be making archers, you know, to deal with this. But I guess he's waiting for teal to send in some scouts, shooting scouts. Oh, green. Oh, green makes it to the berries. He's going to snipe a village there. Boom. Really good stuff. Let's see what's in defense. Okay, purple has to come and help here. Green now orange is now fighting with villages, which is probably the correct move because you're not going to be able to get away soon. But you're going to take some losses if you do that. But you kind of just have to accept that. So far, has worked out quite well there. 2 scouts going down and not a single villager in that fight. Only 1 has gone down so far. Now purple has the numbers, can fight this off. Yeah, and green will have to run away here. Blue is walling around his mining camp. I kind of like the space, but I'm still sure that archers could still range that, so it's going to be tricky. Okay, yellow is now here with scouts too. Teal is here to defend, but red already has archers, and no archers yet from the Byzantine player. I also think that gray ran out of food for a sec there, because if you look at his vill count, it's significantly lower than everyone else, which tells me that he has had some idle TC time. I can't see, I can't see that. Ooh, getting some nice hits on the scout there. Really nice stuff. Normally, spearmen should not work because the archers should be able to kill them. But there's 3 spearmen over here now. That's a lot of spearmen. Might be able to get some hits in, but good micro here from yellow to stay away from the spearmen. But it's going to be awkward here. He's trying to keep the scouts away from killing the archers who are killing the spearmen who are killing the scouts. This is like rock, paper, scissors right there. 1 scout going down, another scout going down for yellow, but teal also losing some scouts. But red is down 2 archers. On the other side, purple is now defending the front of orange's base. Orange was quite delayed, I'd say. He is getting those archer ranges up right now, can go into some archers, but the archers for blue already here. But the archers for blue being attacked by the scouts, but he brought some spearmen, so he should be fine, taking off a scout there. Good stuff. Ooh, but looping around, trying to pick up an archer. We'll get one here. That's good stuff. That's really good stuff. You know, you pick up some archers, weakening your opponent. That's all good. You know, that's the irony for Grace, that he has walled so much, but the walls don't mean anything because the front is still open. Has to run away with a lot of villages now. It's just... Also, not a lot of vills on gold, so you're never going to be able to afford archers. Okay, there you go. We got an archer range, but he's making skirmishers. Oh boy. So you know what I say about skirmishers in team games. I know that they counter, right, the archers from the opposing side, but the problem is that you cannot kill the scouts from your opponent's side, and that is really the difficulty. Like, that's what you need them to do. And skirmishers just can't do that whatsoever. I know it's tempting when you're behind an archers to go for skirmishers, and if it's only you versus the opponent's flank, like archer v archer, then yeah, that could work. But you'll see that even if you kill the archers, like, they just die to the scouts here, so it's... I mean, if taking some good fight here, he is like adding in some spearmen is definitely why this actually works on a, like, somehow, but you know, because if he doesn't have his own spearmen, the scouts would just pounce on the skirmishes, and it would be the end of that army. Oh, pushed off a gold though, so no gold for him. Spearman out of position. Yellow getting in some hits. Yeah, red should be sniping the spearman, which is what he's doing right now. Snipe the spearman, because as soon as the spearmen have gone down, and they have, and now suddenly, look at that. Skirmishers don't do anything. They don't do anything. This is why archers are the meta in teammates. It shouldn't work when, oh, and the town bell. Ooh, boy, some villagers are going to die here. This is not looking too hot for Gray here. Yeah, he's fighting with villagers now. Loses the vill there. The scout going down. Oh, but yeah, that's too many archers to fight with villagers. So yeah, you kind of have to run away. We're kind of waiting for Teal to come help, but Teal is going up to the castle age, so doesn't have a lot of resources to invest right now. Looks like purple and orange, they are losing a bit of a fight there. I'm not seeing a lot of archers for orange. He's going to lose a villager there. Nope, purple scout pushing this away. Oh, she escapes on 2 HP. Some nice hits here for purple. Gets an archer. He's trying to run away, but is going to lose his scouts here. Ooh, it's been a hectic start. Gray's in trouble though. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, How do I explain this? Okay, so Teal going up to Castle Age, right? Normally what you want to do. That's good stuff. But, and that's the big caveat, is that sometimes it's better to stay in feudal age and make a bunch more scouts. One of those situations is when your flank has an army like this in their base. Like, if you then don't make army and just go to Castle Age, like, only now knights can come out. And yes, you're going to be able to clear all of this up with some knights. But, I mean, look at the Vil count for Grey now. It's 22. He's never going to get up to Castle Age this way. So Grey is, like, so delayed right now that you're not going to get up to Castle Age. Red and Yellow will make it to Castle Age. Yellow already clicked up. Red will click up sooner rather than later. Well, actually, Grey can click up too. He actually has the food there. Although I think that's because he idled his economy. Because if you look at his Vil count, it's 22. But yeah, you're so far behind that then even if you make it to Castle Age, you're not going to be able to do much because you're up against 2 opponents with Castle Age. A forward archery range now for Red. Red wants to put on the pressure. He's like, we're going to end this quick. And, I mean, he has archery ranges at home, so I don't mind that at all. You do have to, of course, control as the knights for green, making it to the gold for orange because there's still a hole right there. Ooh, he's losing some villagers there. Knights, of course, are significantly stronger than scouts are. You know, they can kill villagers much quicker than scouts would ever be able to do. Ooh, we got ourselves a little micro battle over here. Nice runner micro for blue there. Blue's microing. I think, yeah, blue's gonna win this battle then, and that's the thing. It snowballs pretty hard. Well, it's still 2 archers versus 1, you know, it's quite even, but now it's crossbows. Ooh, that's annoying. Orange is not yet in the Castle Age yet, so he's gonna be a bit delayed with those upgrades, of course. Grey is dropping a market right now. Is that a second building? Does he not have a blacksmith? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Grey, get a blacksmith. You need upgrades. I mean, if you're gonna make skirmishes, you still need fletching. Oh boy. Liking the knight numbers here from green. I also like that purple here is mixing in some camels. If of course you're Persians, you can always do that. But the Berber player could do that as well. I mean, normally you try to stay on knights as long as you can because knights are the stronger unit. But yeah, if you're behind in the numbers, then switching into some camels could work. And oh, nice job from blue, drawing away these skirmishers from their base, and now they're just gonna get picked off by the knights. And that's the thing, they can't fight knights, just can't. That's an unfortunate waste of resources for orange there. See what's happening on the other side here for red. Oh wow, red is actually, he's gonna drop a siege workshop. He's gonna try to lay on the pressure now. They want to finish this in right now. They don't want to wait until Grey gets to Castle Age and gets elite skirm. As soon as a mangonel comes out, there's not much that Grey can do. So yeah, Teal has to come and help here. The spearman is actually slowing down all the cavalry. So, you know, this is like, for a second there, I was looking at this, I was like, that's Teuton cavalry for you. Look how slow that is. It's because of the spearman. That's hilarious. Oh boy, but yeah, not a moment too late here. Or not a moment too soon, I mean. Having to fight here. Let's see. He does have some upgrades there. Missing the second armor upgrade, which the yellow player did get. So the knights for yellow are significantly stronger. The skirmishers for Grey do not have fletching, so they don't really do that much damage to crossbows. So yellow cleaning up a lot of Teal's knights. But Teal, he does have Teuton armor, so his knights are actually pretty even. Pretty evenly matched with yellows. But they do die to crossbows. These crossbows have Bodkin arrow. Going on the other side. Okay, we got ourselves a fight over there. Yellow and blue. I mean, green and blue engaging against the archery ranges for orange here. Orange will have to relocate those in order to get his production up. But yeah, purple here to defend with some camels. But the problems are much greater on the other side. I think orange is, you know, at least the armies are still on the edge of his base. Grey, his enemies are inside of his base. Mangonel's already going forward. Another archery range. Like red is just starting to build creep towards Grey's base with buildings, and Grey has idled most of his economy. He's actually going in for a stable himself now, a siege workshop and another stable. And thank you for the follow there, Rattlehead. It's even splitting up his crossbows to maximize the damage. Now, Gray is making a mangonel. If he can get a huge shot in on those crossbows, that'd be really nice. But losing some villagers. Ooh, a mangonel now for orange here. That will, for now, will push blue away. Green could probably try to snipe that. That's why normally in team games it's tricky to work with mangonels. There's always cavalry out there. Ooh, we got ourselves an engagement. Teal trying to take out the crossbows. But yellow is here with enough production, and this is exactly what you need to do. When you have a position like this, you gotta produce. Don't even try, like, you can boom behind this as well. Ooh, oh, taking a bit of damage there, but the mangonel does go down. It's Cavalier now because it's Burgundians, and yeah, Gray is in a pickle here. He's dropping another town center, but I don't think that's gonna save him. He's in a rough spot. He's basically being surrounded here with crossbows. He won't be able to take wood anywhere, and Gray's is basically dead. So it's all about whether green and blue can push this. Blue doesn't really have a lot of archer numbers right now. He is losing some archer ranges on the front. That's interesting that both flanks here, both red and blue, going for forward archer ranges, which is interesting because this is the reason why normally like you wouldn't always go for that, because if you lose control over here, which I'd say they kind of don't have the control right now, you can just lose the buildings just like that. And mixing up the camels for purple means their knights are a bit stronger there. Oh, and green also missing a critical upgrade there. Does not have +2 on his knight. That is pretty important. Look at that tower from red there. That's a get out of my game tower. I wonder if someone's gonna castle drop pretty soon. Orange is getting the stone for a castle. He might drop a castle on the front of his base. That would immediately stall out this pressure. And as soon as that happens, I do not see how blue and green could ever hope to push orange until Imperial Age. You know, not with purple having a giant army like this. Like, purple is really, you know, has been out Berbering the Berbers. You know, like normally it's the Berbers who spam units because it's cheaper, but Persians, of course, they have that sick economy. Purple has been on 3 TCs. They work really fast, so his boom is going to be really solid. Yellow is only on, is also on 2 TCs. Oh, what did I say? Is that 4 TCs already? I don't know. Lots of TCs. Things that Gray and Teal can't really do, because Teal is now taking a fight here in the fight. Okay, this is a pretty good fight for Teal. He did have the advantage of reinforcing, but he's fighting the crossbows, so the Cavalier are mopping up his knights from behind. So I think Yellow is still going to clear this. And even if Red has 5 crossbows left, he can still kill villagers. And that's exactly what's going to happen in about a second here. I think the left flank has pretty much fallen here. They just needed a huge clear up on this side. But the thing is, there's so many mangonels here. Blue can never get close to this. And we have the engagement now. Orange popping out the skirmishers. The camels and the knights engaging against one another. Mangonels going down though. Green focusing those down with his knights. 2 of them survive, however. But yeah, purple with the better numbers here, cleaning up most of Green's army. Blue is going to lose his force to this. And at that point, I think it is probably GG. Green missing that second armor upgrade was huge here. Look, like purple. That fight was pretty won that pretty convincingly. Yeah, now green he's streaming in units, so is blue. But that's the thing. Like, even if this ends up 50-50, this is fine for orange and purple. They don't need to win this. They don't have to win. They just have to hold. That's all they have to do. Because their other flags are completely destroying over here. Which means, and look at that. They're even starting to hit green now. Green will have to idle some of his economy. This is the moment in the game where you have to kind of look at that and be like, okay, we're not winning on either side. Like, this is not. Well, they didn't win with the production. They did actually win that. Hey Rock Knuckles, how you doing, man? Welcome to the cast. We're casting a game that is apparently 2 weeks old. I thought it was Team Secretito versus Severo Trauma, but actually it was La Tropa. Someone uploaded the wrong file, so here we go. Well, green getting in some kills here. They are pushing orange now. Purple does not have a lot of units here, but again, once the flank from your opponent is starting to hit the pocket on the other side, you know that things are off. Hey, John Carly. How you doing? Oh, pikemen. Well, I guess Toot and pikemen are pretty solid, but yeah, at this point it's a bit too late. Townsends are going down now. You look at the vill counts for Gray, yeah, 17 and 13 villagers. This is GG. This is a 105 kind of a moment. Orange is gonna try to drop a castle there. That will be delayed for now because it does not have the arc. Oh no! Orange wants this castle up. How many villagers are gonna go down before that goes up? Out. I mean, it will go up because it's just so many villagers, but just look at the vill count now for Orange. He's losing vills fast, man. Well, I mean, this will, again, like I said, this castle, although, you know, you'd rather have it on the front here, right? That would have been the ideal one, but you couldn't because there was no army here. But this castle will make it impossible for blue and green to push this in castle age. Not with the military they have right now. Like, you kind of need some siege for that. And battering rams just takes too long. And by the time they get to Imperial Age, if they ever get to Imp, because yeah, green does not have the gold for that. He still has to produce. Yeah, that's just never gonna happen. I think we're just kind of waiting for the resign here. War wagons. Okay, awesome. I like war wagons. Okay, blue is gonna drop his own castle. They have some fighting spirit. You gotta give him that. But blue is about to get wrecked by Cavalier here if they don't attack a house. And there you go. Cavalier are in. He's probably gonna notice that. No town bell. I love this. Very good, blue. No town bell. That's good. I mean, at this point though. Oh, and a panic castle. Did he delete his castle there? No. Wow, he had the stone for 2 castles. I want to know who on Trauma's side is saying, let's not GG, keep playing. Yeah. I mean, they're probably saying it in Discord or TeamSpeak or whatever they're using, because we could see chat, but I love the fighting spirit, but honestly, like, what is the win condition here? Two of the 4 players are dead. The third one is dying right now, has to send back his crossbows, and you know what time it is then. The castle gets denied because of that. A ram already out. Your pocket is still making military, and now purple makes it to Imperial Age, and that should be the GG call, because at that point you're going to be up against Imperial Age heavy cavalry, and there you go. The GG is called. That is a correct move, at least. That's, I mean, I admire the fighting spirit, but I mean, there is a moment where, of course, it is just impossible to win at this point. Like, there's no way you're going to have trade or anything like that. Wow, Teal ended with 0 villagers. Teal has no villagers right now. He's almost defeated. If they defeat these, if they kill these stables, let's see. You gotta kill you gotta kill all the military production buildings, and then someone is defeated. But yeah, the GG is called, and that will be 1-0 for Severo Trauma, and this will be a severe trauma indeed for La Tropa. I can tell you that. They were kind of destroyed on the left side. Byzantines pick, man. Like, Byzantines, I know it's tempting. It's tempting to go for the trash, because, you know, that's the bonus. It's cheap, right? But it just doesn't, like, that usually doesn't really work out too well for them. So, but really great play by red and yellow. They were pushing really hard. I like all the forward buildings because that definitely sped up the push. If you notice that there's no arbalest army or a crossbow army from your opponent, you can do this. If Teal doesn't produce enough units, you can do stuff like that. It was really even on this side, I'd say. Nice hold by purple and orange there to keep, and they were able to keep the pressure at the edge of orange's base, and that's fine. That's all they needed to do. Like, that's, you don't have to push on both sides of your team. If you can, that's fine too. Of course, no one is saying you shouldn't push on both sides, but you don't want to overextend yourself. And if you kind of hold the pressure closer to you, it's easier for, say, for your own pocket to switch sides if it's necessary, things like that. And of course, your armies, you know, if you have if orange has a crossbow army right there, it's easier to lose all your crossbows than when you're close to home and you can run away. That's also why. Any case, GG. Let's look at the statistics here for a second. I think the KD is gonna be awesome for some players there. Like, look at the KD for yellow. That's a Yellow and red killing a lot of units there. A lot of units. Teal losing a lot of units too, and his largest army is only 15, so he's been producing knights, but he was just losing them as fast as he made them. It's unfortunate indeed. Largest army here for red, nice army production for him. Green was close to that too. Green was, this is what Berbers are supposed to do. Cheap knights, you gotta make a lot of them. You see some slinging going around, but of course, until Imperial Age, you shouldn't sling too much anyways, because it hurts your boom. Food collected for green, for yellow, great economy, but green had a good economy as well. So did purple. Persian economy is always very solid. Like the flanks, right? They don't have to have a great economy because you're going, or food economy at least, because you're gonna go for archers. So that's all good. Looking at the booms here. Oh, that's a lot of villages for blue. Blue had a pretty impressive boom there for it. He's out booming both his pockets, which is that's impressive to say the least. Unfortunate for gray that he fell behind so early. Like, it was really hard for him to come back from that early raid. Unfortunately, the walls either weren't up fast enough or he didn't have any military to defend himself. And I think it's probably the last one, because his archery range came up pretty late there. That's okay. We'll see what can La Tropa do in the next game. Can they come back on their home map, which I don't know what that home map would be. I guess we'll see, because it's a completely different matchup, which is fine. Let me get that set up for you. Just a second here. Let's see what it will be. It will be Kanagawa. Awesome stuff. Oh, did you guys switch colors on me? Yeah, they did. They switched colors. Ah! Yeah, yeah, they did. Because now yeah, okay, so they switched colors on us. So just bear with me. I know the scoreboard says otherwise, but the colors are switched now. So like, you'll see. Anyways, ready for the second set? I am ready for this as well. Go. We'll be on Kanagawa. Alrighty. Welcome to the second game of the first set of the day. We are on Kanagawa, and say hi to Buddha for us. It is 1-0 between Severo Trauma and La Tropa. Now, just to avoid some confusion, last game Severo Trauma was in the even colors. They will be playing in the uneven colors now. They switched, which is confusing for us, but yeah, let's just bear with us. So Severo Trauma now in the uneven colors. In the gray we have Christy playing as the Chinese. Interesting stuff. We've got Indians from TO. That's good too. We got Magyars from K-Cypher in the green here. In the blue we have Ramanujan playing as the Mongols in the blue. That's an interesting set pick. I haven't seen that one on this map before. See how that works out. In the orange, we have Guido playing as the Ethiopians. Very solid pick, as always, on the flanks. In the purple, we have Jorge Cluny playing as the Lithuanians. Awesome stuff. Especially on this map, with the easy relics in the middle. Then the Ocho playing as the Franks. And last but not least, we have Manteca Martinez, who did not play last game, pretty sure, playing as the Khmer in the red. Khmer on the flank. That's an interesting pick to be sure too, because Khmer technically they're labeled a cavalry civ, but we'll see how that works out then. Green is signaling a boar. Maybe they're not sure whose boar that is. It is green's boar. Blue's boar is right there. So, if you haven't seen Kanagawa yet, and if that's the case, that how is that even possible? Kanagawa is I think it's a really great map. It's one of the most popular maps of the tournament, as in it being picked a lot by the different players. It's basically a double gold rush, the golden pit kind of a game. You have two golden pits between the flanks of the opposing teams that the teams will want to control for the late game gold income. Now, normally what you would do on Gold Rush, right? You would, you would go to your base and be like, okay, I'm gonna mine my starting stone, and I'm gonna drop a castle or something like that in the middle, and then I win immediately, right? And that's how a lot of those games end. Not on Kanagawa, because there is no stone around your base. All the stone is right here in the middle. If you want stone for a castle, you have to go out here with your villagers, which is a risk. Mine the stone, and then you can drop a castle wherever you want. And often cases you see is people drop their first castle on the stone here because they want to secure that first. Of course, there's some relics here too. There's 7 relics, which the Lithuanian player will be very anxious to get their hands on. But yeah, so if you want a castle to control the middle, you'll have to go to the actual middle of the map and take a risk there. So I think if you're playing this map as the pocket, it is your task to sometimes just send a scout this way. Send some unit to scout to the middle. You have to know if your opponents are on stone. And if so, you got to raid their mining operation. Because by the time, if you don't do anything, you're just allowing your opponents to get all the relics, to get castles up on the front and stopping you from getting to the stone. And at some point, you won't be able to get stone at all, right? And I don't think you can let that happen on this map. Because if you ever lose control of the middle of the gold, you're just going to get a bunch of castles up on the edges and then you can't take gold at all. So it's critical, I'd say. It's definitely critical. Orange already here with his scout, trying to scout out what Blue is going to be up to as the Mongol player. Of course, Mongols have that extra hunt bonus, so they will eat their boars quite fast over there. So I think it's worth it to definitely go for the deer here as well, investing in just an additional mill maybe. You're not going to push it with your scout, which I don't think Blue's going to be doing because he is going forward. Yeah, just to have that faster uptime. That's kind of what they're all about. Although you don't have to have a faster uptime with Mongols on the flank because I got some lag. Because you're most likely going to go for archers anyways. Double scouts is often a tricky thing to do, for the very reason that green running into the town center. Losing a scout, that's unfortunate. That Magyar scout could already have killed, could still kill a villager. Could have killed a villager. These villagers don't have loom. He's getting it right now. Imagine if he had like paid attention and like sniped that one vill that's late, with the Magyar scout. Well, I mean, the Magyar scout is not stronger right now, but in the feudal age it would be. Which green is going to be there soon. Also, just saying, Dark Age scouts can snipe unloomed villagers, of course. You probably know that. If you're scouting around, always just click the villages and see, do they have loom already or not? That can also tell you whether they're planning to go up, because like 99% of players that remember to get loom, if you forget it, of course, this doesn't count for you, but 99% of players get loom just before clicking up the feudal age. That's the most common time to do it. So if you see loom on your villagers, you can actually guess, okay, my opponent is probably up here. I should probably make sure I'm up as well. Now, I don't really, as Blue is going out to the deer here, I like that. Normally, I don't really look too much about the goals because players start quite far away from each other, so there's no early man-at-arm pressure. At least I don't think that's worth it. There we go. But the gold spells for Blue, they're quite awkward. Actually, what did I say? No man-at-arm pressure. Here you go. We got some. Well, I guess this is a drush then. A drush from Orange here. Ethiopian drush, if anything. He did click up the feudal age there, but just the timing on that. It tells me that he made these militia before he clicked up. Is he going to get a villager with his drush? He is going to get one villager. That's a really nice value already. Now Blue is going to have to run away from this. This is not the start that Blue would have wanted. And Orange trying to block the Vil, but is going to get into this range of the town center. Now should probably back away here. Good stuff from him. Well, it already worked out. I mean, like I say, Drush just only has to delay. But if you can kill a villager, we'll take those. Red scout in the back. I wasn't sure what that was. Anyone else doing stuff? Looks like Red is walling up heavily. He really wants to... Actually, if you look at it, the fact that he's only up now with 22 villagers, I wonder if he's trying to go for fast castle shenanigans. I wonder. Depends on what buildings he's going to build now. Because I'm not seeing any military buildings. Archery range. No, I might just go for archers then. He's not on gold yet though, so I'm not sure about that. Men-at-arms now from Gray. Okay, so scrap what I said about not seeing men-at-arm pressure on this map. You often don't see men-at-arm pressure because it takes too long to get your units over to this side. But it looks like orange could actually kill a Vil. No, militia do go down, so I think that's the end of the drush. Still killed a Vil, so I think it's worth it. That was worth it. Sniping the scout for yellow, that's nice too. But yeah, Gray's just gonna force some quick walls here, but let's see what red is up to. I really want to know what his plan is, because if it's a fast castle build, I think his macro is a bit off here, because he doesn't quite have the food to click up here. The fact that he made a lot of Dark Age farms tells me that that's what the plan was. Not sure what orange is planning to do. Oh yeah, he drushed into archers, so that's why he's later. That's fine. Double archery range now for Gray. I take it we're going to probably see some scouts from the pockets. There we go. Stable. Good stuff. Ooh, purple has his scouts on stand ground, so they weren't actually attacking the scouts. Okay, green, pull back to the spearman. Okay, but purple's paying attention. Very good stuff. Just helping. It's good that green is here defensively, you know, just to help blue wall this up. You know, you don't want to take more damage than you have, but actually purple, he's going to turn around. He's going to go right to green space, but he's being chased by green scouts here. And oh, green, actually a really nice move. He turned around, ganged up on the scout. Now this scout is as weak as his scout, so suddenly he actually has the edge here and can chase these scouts away. Yeah, we got some scout battles here. Teal with the better production so far, 5 scouts versus 4. But red is here to help too, so technically it's still equal here. Except red is not fighting here. Yeah, Teal will push this away now. These men-at-arms from Gray are still alive. Chinese men-at-arms, you don't often see that. That's not really the play they go for usually. And oh, red actually sending his villages his way. Wait, but if he just tasked his villager to go back, so he must have seen these men-at-arms. I think he did see it. He's walling in his gold, and his gold, unfortunately for him, is outside of his wall. So is the other gold. So it's gonna be rough for him, especially because Teal's gonna be making his way. And wait, where's Gray going? Is he gonna go to yellow? Yellow's actually just walling this up. He's gonna get that in just before Gray gets there. That's really nice timing. Gray could still go for the gate though. That would go down pretty quickly. Here comes Teal. And no overchop yet because the berries aren't done yet, so that's good. That's good for red there. I think Teal should just swing around, go to the gold. Like you don't really need to do anything else. And it's stable now from the Khmer player, and that's interesting. I was wondering why you would go Khmer on the flanks, right? If you don't want to go for cavalry. Like the reason why people go for Khmer for cavalry is because your food economy is so amazing with Khmer. You know, the farmers instantly drop off. So it's really easy to fund a lot of scouts, knights, and things like that. Well, easy between quotation marks. You still have the macro well. As this wolf almost got a kill. But ooh, 4 scouts. They are Magyar scouts. They have that extra attack. So these archers are going to go down. Really nice pickups for green here to make sure that those archers never make it to blue's base. Because blue doesn't have army right now. I don't think so. And scouting some spearmen. I think blue's probably interested in going up to the castles faster, because you know you want to get to those. I'm not actually sure what blue's gonna go for. He's not on stone, so that tells me he doesn't want to go for Mangudai just yet. He might just stay on crossbows. And Gray actually walked all the way back here to go to red. He could actually just walk around. I bet he could have surprised red. I don't think red would have been paying attention to that. Not with all this pressure going on the front. He's still not seeing this. So he could have actually walked around, but he will get in here. There's an overchop there too. If Teal ever finds that. Uh-oh. 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 Villagers. Ooh, hopping in the houses. Using that Khmer bonus. Really good from red. Oh, Teal. Imagine if Teal knows this. If he clicks beyond the walls, the scouts will immediately go this way. I'm not sure if red noticed that there's an overchop there. It's a giant overchop too. You put 2 houses here to fill this up. Like seriously, if like what you do is you just click your scouts beyond the wall. If they go somewhere, then you know there's a hole. And Gray is now here with a lot of archers Oh boy, so the house walls are not going to help. This is a lot of army. I don't think that's what Red wanted. Red, he just wanted to go up the castle age, and he just clicked up too, but he didn't make a lot of army here. And I think that greed, you're going to get punished for that now, because you don't have a lot of army to deal with. I'm not sure what Yellow is doing right now. I'm not seeing a lot of scouts from Yellow. They did go down here just now, and just before he got armor too. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, house walls from Red, that's really nice, but you still need to keep them up though. This house is pretty weak. Okay, there you go. Repairing them. Gate will go down here, though. And now it's going to get difficult, because you can't really house wall behind this. And suddenly, that safe base, not so safe anymore. Not when there's no army to protect this. The men-at-arms are still here to break through the walls, and that will go pretty quickly here. So I think Red is going to be in a pickle. At the same time, though, Orange here, making it through the wall. There's a hole behind the gate there. Making it to the gold for Blue. So Blue has to abandon the gold right now. Also didn't make a lot of military. He did make it to Castle Age though, so he's gonna go for skirmishers for now, but should switch into crossbows. But oh no! But wow, really good play for Red. Hiding his villagers in the houses. He does like take a few losses there. It's 3 villagers going down for him. But yeah, now you cannot get those villagers in the houses. So Gray and Teal can't just sit around here, but they probably can't kill a lot of villagers. Although Gray's actually trying to destroy the house there. That's hilarious. Has 9 pierce armor, man. He's still idling all of Red's economy, so it's still pretty good. Orange's attack for now is stopped for now, being pushed away by the skirmishers. Blue will probably switch into crossbows now, or he should at least. Knights for green now to help, so that's not going to, you know, Orange streaming forward some units is not going to do too much. Orange is up to the castle age, so is purple, so at least on this side it is a bit more equal, but Red is in trouble. Red is in so much trouble. He wanted to get to Castle Age, but the thing is he didn't make any military until then, and now you're gonna get punished for that greed. Good pickups here for Yellow there, trying to pick up some archers. These scouts do have some armor, but so do the Indian scouts, and the Indian scouts also have some more pierce armor, which is nice. But yeah, no archers in response. There's a knight here for Red now, but that knight has no upgrades. I don't think so, at least. It's going to go down pretty quickly, even to feudal-age archers. And Yellow is trying to engage this. We got a bit of lag here. It's a bit choppy. Yellow losing his scouts now. Red is trying to defend it, but all of this is delaying Red so much. Like, he can't expand, he can't add extra town centers, and he still has to invest so many resources into clearing up this army. And Lithuanian player now going to the middle, which makes sense. He's going to scout to see if someone else is on the middle. Getting a town center up there for some stone. Getting the relics. He's sending a monk right now. That's pretty smart. You want to have those relics, of course, for the attack bonus you get on them. As the villagers are just watching as the scouts destroy their house. And the scouts are about to pounce on them. Ooh, stone gate. Stone gate, though. Thing with the stone gate and the palisade walls that, you know, you can just break through the palisade and then it doesn't do much. Ooh, quick wall. Quick wall! Nice. Ooh, were those villagers going to the middle, perhaps? Really nice catch by Green there to catch those villagers out of place there. Purple now having to send his knights back in here. The numbers for Purple looking a bit better here. Both of them are +2, so it looks like they prioritize the attack upgrade over the... yeah, because there's no relics for the Lithuanian player yet. Looks like they prioritized the attack upgrade, Blast Furnace. Is that the one? No, it's Iron Casting. Over the defense upgrade, which is usually what you would get, what professional players would get first. Because armor or melee units is more important than attack. Their attack is already rise. Ooh, a nice clear up here for Yellow, clearing up these archers that were kind of isolated back here. That means that Red can now finally take some gold again and make some units to defend himself. But yeah, Red is already so far behind right now. 29 villagers, that should tell you enough. That's basically the position Gray was in last game, except Gray was, you know, Gray was still on this team, which is not looking too hot for the La Tropa team right now. If you just came in, just saying again, La Tropa and Severo Trauma, they switched colors. So the even colors are actually La Tropa, not what the scoreboard says. And ooh, the nice clear up here for green. Getting a lot of archers. That's so many crossbows going down there. Cavalry archers now for blue. I was wondering if he was going to go for Mangudai CA. I thought CA. Easier to mass them, of course. What's going on in the back? Ooh, knights for purple making their way into green's base. Into an empty wood line where there's only one villager. We'll get that Vil. Green reacts to it. That's good. He's going to have to defend here. That's going to be tough. He's probably going to... Yeah, he's going to send his knights right back. So, depending on how purple plays this, he will take some losses. But green, running away with villages, this is the good way to defend. No town bell. Just run away with the villages that are immediately in danger. And then just keep them in the town center. But you got to make sure not to send them out too soon again. Because then this happens. Yeah, green will have his knights soon. Back soon, he will outnumber purple. Will be able to take that fight. How many? The question is though, how many? Ooh, 10 plus 5. That means he already got 3 relics right now. These knights are very strong knights. This is going to be very difficult to fight again. And purple, unlike what you see from higher level players, what they'll do, they'll build a town, they'll build a monastery right here to get the relics really quickly. Purple's got him right there, so it's much more difficult to get those relics back. Purple's been spamming a lot of knights. Look at that. He's now attacking blue over here. Blue has nothing in defense. And someone lets the gate open. Oh, gonna take some losses here. Purple, is he gonna carry the game for his team? Because while the yellow and red are struggling to hold their side, purple is just spamming knights all over. Yeah, he's getting chased away right there. You know, but in the same time, he's killing blue. And blue has not responded to this yet. I think blue's busy microing over here, maybe? I'm not sure, but he hasn't responded to this at all. Like, villagers are dying all over for blue, and I don't think he saw this. Okay, now he noticed. He noticed. Going on the other side. Okay, gray and teal breaking into yellow's base. Yellow is in a pickle right there. He does not have a lot of knights. He is making some siege to defend himself against the crossbows, because again, he doesn't have range support. Like, red isn't helping him with a lot of support there. He doesn't have the economy. He's back to 41 vil, so that's pretty good boom for him. Blue making it into orange's base. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. A lot of stuff to look at the same time. Green is still chasing the knights from purple in the middle there. Orange making his way. While orange made his way into blue's base, he's now going to pick up some more villas. And blue actually on only 35 villagers, so he took a lot of losses there. But at the same time, yellow taking a fight under the town center. This is the best fight he can probably take right now, but not when there's camels. Franks, they still struggle against camel civilizations. You know, because you can't go for your power unit, knights. Not easily, at least. You have to spam a lot of them, and now yellow is losing a lot of ground here pretty quickly. And look at that stream of units from gray forward. I love it, seeing it. Gray also town centering the middle. Let's see, teal's also done the same. So for now, Severe Trauma in firm control of the middle areas. But purple and orange are still in it, but maybe not for long. Purple has to send his knight army over here. Thank you for the follow there, Pablo. Got him on. And ooh, yeah, orange is going to take some losses here. Purple is here to help. I think these are Lithuanian knights. They have 10 plus 6 attack. My god, that is crazy. They are going to win the fight here. Yeah, I don't see green winning. You have to really outmass the Lithuanian knight player if they go for that many knights. And this is the thing too, like green and teal never went to the middle, never went to check what was going on there, whether purple was doing stuff. And these purple villagers actually sneaking by, getting by these cavalry archers. Imagine if the cavalry archers had spotted those. And now purple will actually be able to get to the middle and maybe drop a town center or even a castle, depending on how many stone he has. Okay, yellow trying to house wall and stable wall this force out, but yeah, still losing a lot of villagers. So yeah, red and yellow, they're in a rough spot. They're not going to be able to push here. 36 vils now for yellow, so it's very difficult. Cavalry archer is still pretty difficult to deal with. I think the Lithuanian player, he doesn't have husbandry yet. You can tell, you know, because the knights are so slow. Probably get that. Ooh, but green actually spotting, or the knight at least. No, okay, so what happened is green set his gather point right there, so the knight ended up right there, and it found the villagers. I don't think green realized that. Now he did. Now he realized it. It's gonna force purple's hand, because purple has to fight here now. Green does have a lot of units here. Blue is here with cavalry archers, but Again, Lithuanian knights are scary. They're very scary. And wait, green. Green doesn't have +2 on his knights. That's bad. That's bad. If you make this many knights, you at some point you'd have the economy here to afford the +2 armor. You definitely need to have that. I also love how Teal has been spamming camels past this town center, so I know that he knows that this town center is here. He's just not addressed it yet. They're actually gonna go for purple now. Ooh, for the monastery. That's the right call. Kill the monastery. Kill it. Like that. This is. If you kill the they found it now. They're gonna go for this immediately. And purple has to send his knights back. He's like, no, not my monastery. That's my source of power. My source of power. Oop. There we go. Sorry for that. Always have those annoying messages. Even though I kind of. No, I tried to ban that one message, the "want to become famous" thing, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to work. But a giant fight now. Purple has lost all his relics. Look at that. And they're going to call the GG, because if Purple loses his knights, then there is no hope anymore. The GG is called and the game is over, because no middle control for La Tropa whatsoever. They just have to recognize the Severo Trauma. Just a tad too strong for them. Alrighty. Just as orange was going to make his way to the middle. Yeah, but so much production from teal and green, and there's just no way to catch up after that, because these knights would have gone straight into purple's eco. Purple would have completely died to that, and then you have two pockets that are completely decimated, and then there is not a lot of hope. Like, flank players that have 20 villagers can still bounce back with crossbows, but if you have 20 villagers at the pocket, you can't afford knights. There's no way. You have to have a strong economy to do that. So I understand the GG call there. Nice play there by Severo Trauma. Congratulations to them, and good luck next for La Tropa. So we have a tower on the middle there. Hilarious. But yeah, I mean, we didn't really get to the stage yet where players started to run out of gold, or at least they were starting to, where you start fighting over the middle. We never really got there, primarily because all the control was in the hands of the Severo Trauma team. Except the stone. They were beginning to, with the tower, but yeah. Still, the fact that Teal was, streaming his camels past his DC for all this time and didn't respond to this. Redlehead says, great casting, dude. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that.